Well, Ariel Cohen is a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council's Eurasia Centre and a member of the Council of Foreign Relations. He joins me now live from Washington, D.C. So it's taken 48 hours of US-led negotiations to get to this point. What are the chances now of a ceasefire holding this time?
Well, we all hope that the ceasefire will hold and that a much graver humanitarian disaster can be avoided. But hope is not enough. Unfortunately, the war in Sudan between the warring factions demonstrates how weak international security structures are. The UN is not playing a strong role, and clearly, this conflict demonstrates how the world desperately needs a much stronger peacemaking institutions, and that we're not there. We're not at the point where conflicts can be stopped and humanitarian disasters can be avoided. Look at Ukraine. It's going on now for a year plus, and we cannot stop it.
But given it's taken some time to get to this point, this is at least the third attempt at a ceasefire. Could it possibly, just possibly, pave the way to further talks towards a potential political settlement?
I sincerely hope so. I said on this channel and elsewhere that the ideal solution is for Sudan to start the transition, as was intended, to the civilian government. And both generals should retire, leave the military, and the rapid security force and the military should be merged under a different command. Whether this is going to happen or not, I cannot tell you. And I'm happy that the United States is playing a key role in pushing the ceasefire forward and evacuating our citizens, as other countries do, in very, very difficult conditions, and the tragic deaths of so many civilians and combatants is making this so much more urgent that all the regional players, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Russia, Turkey, and others will play a role, and the message will be unified: stop the fighting, go to negotiations, find a solution.
OK, so in terms of this ceasefire, we're talking of 72 hours. What will it allow the authorities to do?
Among other things, the evacuation of the most vulnerable people and possibly beginning of the talk of military disengagement of the sides, figuring out which force can be put on the ground to keep peace. For example, the African Union peacekeeping forces are traditionally playing such a role in Africa.
OK, Ariel Cohen, for now, Senior Fellow at the Atlantic Council's Eurasia Centre. Thank you very much for joining us live from Washington, D.C.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to get more content like this.